Greetings. In this devotion, we are going to look from the book of Galatians, and we will also be turning back to Jeremiah and First Corinthians also. In Galatians, we are going to read from chapter 3, verse 1. Apostle Paul writes it this way: O foolish Galatians, who has bewitched you that you should not obey the truth, before whose eyes Jesus Christ was clearly portrayed among you as crucified? This only I want to learn from you. Did you receive the Spirit by the works of the law, or by hearing of the faith? Are you so foolish, having begun in the Spirit, you now being made perfect by the flesh? So here Apostle Paul is saying you began in the Spirit. You saw Jesus Christ crucified on the cross and you believed that he is your salvation and he is the only necessary thing. He is the only sufficient thing for your salvation, and you have been saved. And now, after receiving that salvation, now you are thinking to yourself, no, after I received my salvation, I have to work something towards God and I have to do something. So this is here is the human flesh. Human wants to do something on his own. Human always wants to get away from God. That's what we see here in Jeremiah chapter 2. We again and again and again and again see God going after the people of Israel, and God is asking so many tough questions to the people of Israel. Well, let's read from Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 4. What injustice have, verse 5, what injustice have your fathers found in me, that they have gone far from me, have followed idols, and have become idolaters? Neither did they say, where is the Lord who brought us out of the land of Egypt? God is asking, like, what have I done? What injustice did they found in me? I saved them from Egypt, and they did not even ask, where is God who saved me from Egypt? So they've forgotten God. And God is also saying, um in verse 11, as a nation changed its gods, which are not gods, but my people have changed their glory for what does not profit. See, here God says a Gentile nation with no gods, there is no God, but they don't change their God. But you have changed my glory for something that is not profitable. Isn't that true, that we in our Christian work, that we change the glory of God, we change the salvation that God has given us, that is free, and we don't have to do anything to go to God, and we don't have to do anything to be in the presence of God, yet we somehow feel that we have to do something to be in the presence of God, and therefore we trample the cross on the foot, right? And also God is saying in verse 13, he says, for my people have committed two evils. One is they have forsaken me, the fountain of living water, and they have chosen in themselves a cistern that is also a broken cistern which cannot hold water. Right? God has given us salvation, which is living water, living foundation of living water. We can have as much as of God that we want. We can have a relationship with God. We can go into the presence of God and have God and have the grace of God. God says, come boldly to the throne of grace. Come take the grace of God. Come have mercy. Come be in my presence. God is calling us that way, but we are not doing that. Rather, we are choosing a broken cistern and we want to do something on our own. We have to follow the law. We have to do this, do that, and we somehow feel good about ourselves when we drink from the broken cistern which could not hold the water. We have to think in our Christian work that this is not about me. It's about fountain of the living water. And when I have the fountain of the living water, I do not have to go to the broken cistern. That is exactly what here Apostle Paul says. Do not go to the flesh, which is exactly the same as the broken cistern which cannot hold anything in the presence of God. But let's go in the spirit, as God says, come to the living foundation of the living water. Amen.